Power, the grand finale.
There we go.
Yo, yo,
Here we go.
what's up?
What's up,
Hey,
my
yo,
guy?
let me tell you something, man. It's an honor to have you on a big
Yes,
show. You
yes.
know,
Honor to
special
be here.
special week because it's the grand finale of
Yes, sir.
Power. What does that feel like to you? Because to us, the birth of you is on Power.
Right.
And so, you a household name. You know what I'm saying? And we know you because you popped off in Power. So how does it feel? Is it like somebody dying? What does it feel like?
um, it's definitely it's an emotional like thing to think about because like we've been working, you know what I'm saying? We've been working on this show forever, you know what I'm saying? Since I was, before I was even a teenager. So now I'm a young man now. So it's just like I basically grew up with all these people. So now that it's coming to the end, I damn near seen them every day of my life up until now. So it's like, damn, that's finally, that's
You
coming to
gotta
the end.
feel
So it's like,
weird, right?
hell yeah, it definitely feel weird.
Shit
It definitely feel
crazy,
weird.
huh?
Yeah,
It's
it's
shit
crazy.
crazy. Cause it's
Mhm.
like, yo, you've been doing this shit since you was a kid. Uh, any chances of us seeing ghosts on the grand finale? Is your dad coming back to hug you and embrace you?
Listen, man, who knows? Anything can happen on Power.
Yo, anything can happen. 50
Anything.
Cent might come back, huh?
Who knows?
You know that?
Oh, he might pop in and pop out real quick.
Tell me that run, man, with 50 Cent. You know, you guys got a whole unique. They call y'all the Power Universe, y'all family. He throws this weekend in Shreveport, and y'all out there deep,
Mhm.
and y'all come out on stage with him, and this kind of family, this camaraderie, y'all built together is beautiful to see.
Yeah, for sure.
And so tell me about that, man. 50 Cent giving you the opportunity. Um, Tell me about that.
Listen, man, it's crazy because like you said, it's a whole universe of people. We got what 3, 4 different shows. And we all just grew like, we all created bonds like me, Makai, me, London, me, even everybody from all the shows, me, Da Vinci, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Everybody came together and we all had like, just one similar goal. We was just, we was there to, put the best product out for 50 to get out to the network, and we was all just connected on that. And everybody was just, just grew a bond, and it was dope. It was fire.
You know what's crazy is, I'm a big Game of Thrones
Mm.
fan. Um, and they let me down this year on their grand finale. We are definitely not going to be let down on this year's grand finale. I mean, tell the people why they got to tune in. I think you're going to break a record. I think you get 20 million people tuned in this weekend.
You think we go that
Yeah,
big? You think we go that
yeah,
big?
yeah.
I feel
Hell
like
yeah.
I feel like they definitely anticipating a lot of crazy because the last episode was wicked. Last episode was insane. Like so, we got to go even crazier for 10. We got to go even
Wow.
crazier. So it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna
it's,
be a lot of shit going on.
it's a lot, but with you always got some shit going on, man.
hmm
Like your character on this, I think from now to the end of your life, this is the most wicked character ever because
hmm
you stay this is shit. Every time I watch, I be like, damn, Tariq, but why? Why you want to jump up or why you and you think of the craziest shit
hmm
in the world?
And then
Oh,
even last episode where he got it set up perfectly, and then he started talking too much, and then Carter get the gun and all type of crazy. He had him right there. He could have had the mission title
nah,
right there, but
it's
he
yo,
be,
listen, bro, you have been
but he always bounce
first of
back.
all, joy to watch. It's been beautiful to watch you guys all this time. Everybody who participated, Joseph Sikora, Tommy, uh, 50, Mari, Mary J. She became a legend, bro.
Legend.
How many years, um, how many years Monet been on the show?
It's been yeah, since season 1, so it's like 4 years, 4 years, four
Man, it
years, 4 seasons.
feel like
It
it
feel like
feel like
forever,
she been on forever because
forever.
she don't give.
And it's crazy because like with such a staple name like Mary J. Blige, people in the streets be calling her Monet
Yes,
now.
they
It's like, yo.
do.
And
Yeah.
then when people be asking me if I get annoyed when people call me Tariq, I'm like, yo, how could I be annoyed when they calling me Tariq if they
I
calling me
know. I know
Mary
you're
J.
way
Monet?
too young. Maybe your parents, definitely your parents, but you're too young. But John Amos from Good Times, he raised
Mm-hmm.
us. As kids, we used to watch Good Times, and it would be inspirational. And he was like a black father present.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Did you know enough of John Amos, or he's just too way before your
I
time?
don't know. I don't know much about him. I gotta do my homework. I gotta do my homework on John
Man,
Amos. I ain't gonna lie.
he was
But
amazing. He died today. You know what
oh
I'm
wow.
saying? Well, not today. They announced he died today, but with us, think of what power is for this generation.
Mm-hmm.
But that was more nice guy. But he had a lot of shit in there that he always made the right decision as a father, man. And
Mm-hmm.
we didn't see that too much. A lot of us grew up without our dads, stuff like that.
He was a
So
good
shout
example.
out to John Amos. What's the future look like for you?
Man.
Are you already anticipating the future, or you still right here?
Nah, I'm looking at the future now. Obviously, now that we got, some time, I'm ready to start bouncing around doing some, different type of roles and getting into films like independent films, stuff like that. Like I just finished filming a movie in New Orleans with Chloe Bailey, YG, Saray McNeil. It's like a horror slash like slasher type movie, like some crazy shit like that, like gory and stuff like that. So I'm like, I'm just trying to do like different shit now. I'm trying to just branch out and kind of be looked at in a different light. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think you can do everything. You could be a badass too still. Motherfuckers are tuned right back into you like that. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? The art of acting is you could be whatever you want. Like I always wondered why nobody ever cast me as a school bus driver, some
Right.
shit. Like they always got Fat Joe killing somebody, I'm in jail, or they typecast me like a.
Mm,
What's crazy is this weekend is the grand finale of Power, but it's also the beginning, the birth of my TV show, Fat Joe Talks.
hmm.
So right after Power, it goes
It's
right
going
into
on.
Fat Joe
Fire,
Talks.
fire.
And my first guest is Method Man.
That's gonna be dope.
And what a role he played with you in Power, being your lawyer slash, he's almost like your second father to me.
Yeah, literally, especially in this season where he's helping Reek with like Zion and everything, and he's basically guiding him, like being that one person that Tariq don't really have in his circle. He's over there helping him, and it's tough. It's tough to see that shit. He
You
being
know,
like
he's
playing both sides.
he he's a living legend, an icon with us with rap music.
Mhm.
But he told me he took this acting shit so serious and got lessons, and now uh he's a big boy in acting.
No, yeah, he's different. I ain't gonna lie, he's different. Different, man. I ain't gonna lie, he's tough, and he take it serious. Like he don't just come to set like, okay, let's just, what I'm saying. Like he come to set and he's about his business on set. I ain't gonna lie, and he just making sure like everything copacetic. Like he
I
be he
know
be
it's
on
crazy.
that.
Shout out my man Kevin Moore watching for Power to the Patients. We did a PSA, a commercial for Power to the Patients.
Mhm.
Hospitals overcharging the American people, 100 million people in debt. But it was me, Ross, French, and I think Buster and Method Man. And we like, yo, they robbing us. Yo, they this. And Method Man's like, these hospitals are taking full advantage. I say, yo, this guy,
He
that
turned
boy,
it.
he's trying
He
to
turned.
let you know
Hmm.
he's Shakespeare.
Yeah, now he could snap into a whole different type of roles, and it's so tough to see him in the lawyer role because he portrays so well, like, and he got the little, the little edge to him where he in like the little legal shit too. So he played it both so perfectly
Nah,
well in that shit.
he's a great. Who was your favorite to work with
Hmm.
on Power after all these years?
Hmm.
Is your mom's? Is it your sister? Who was your favorite to work with?
Hmm. Man, that's a crazy question. I gotta say, it's a few because it's a few because it's for different reasons. Like I would say one, 50, because Kanan and Tariq scenes was always them doing some crazy like
Mm.
fun shit, you know what I'm saying, robbing some shit or doing something crazy, you know what I'm saying? And obviously, being on set with 50 for hours, we just be chopping it up. I'm getting knowledge from him, stuff like that. Like he tell you dropping gems and all of that stuff. So that stuff is dope. But as far as like, working, obviously Omari, because me and Omari, we just be locked in. Like, our scenes be super intense. Um I would say Notori too. Me and Notori scenes are definitely very intense and emotional. But it would be tough to say who my favorite was because it's all for different reasons. Like me and Gianni,
Yo,
our
but you
chemistry
stayed
is different.
with some girls. I kept seeing you with the chicks. Yo, one thing they kept you was fly.
Mhm.
Whoever did the styling for
Frank Fleming,
Power
yeah, Frank Fleming.
is they was fly. What's his name?
Frank Fleming, Frank Fleming.
Frank Fleming
Yeah, yeah,
is mean.
yeah.
He's
Now he
mean because
tough.
I love fashion,
Yeah, he was
but
putting
he
them
kept y'all
together.
fly. All of y'all. He kept
Everybody,
all of y'all fly.
even the extras and shit was fly.
Yo,
All the stand-ins.
everybody pulling up with the fly butters.
Yup.
Everybody
Different.
was fly.
The big puff Louis Vuitton coats, the Sherlins, all type of
Nah,
shit. We
he
was going crazy.
kept you fly. And what about uh um the white boy? Y'all got the podcast
Gianni,
together.
yeah.
Yo, he's mad
Gianni, yeah.
cool in real life.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's the
And
homie right there.
and so tell me about
Mm-hmm.
him. You definitely look like y'all gained the chemistry
Mm-hmm.
on TV and on this show and in real life. Tell me about your relationship.
Yeah, G, my homie. That's my homie right there. That's my homie. It's crazy because like I say this all the time. Like the first day, like we worked together on I think it was season 4 or it might have been season 5. His first day was it was his first day. But the first day we met each other, like we ain't even speak to each other. Like the only things we said was like, yo, what's up? We introduced each other, and then we did the lines on the for the scene, and that's it. And then after that, we didn't really speak like that. But then he came back the next year for the next season. Cause I be chilling. Like I just let actors do what they do. I don't really be too talkative on set unless they approach me. So it'd be different. But the next year, I don't know what he said. He said something about like a car, or he said something about like a girl or some shit. I'm like, okay, he might be a normal nigga. He might not just be like some like, you know what I'm saying? He always just want to talk about acting or some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? So, well, after that, we ended up just chilling, hanging out all the time, offset and stuff like that. And that's my boy. That's my dog right there.
Man, listen, man, I'm so excited for the finale. Uh, and sad. It's it's
hmm
it's a bittersweet thing because we love the show so much. We want it to go
Yeah.
forever. Yeah, that's just the way it is. That
no.
we feel like it's real life. Like yo, this shit is incredible. It's like we finally seen the real reflection of the streets of life. That's some exaggerated shit because
hmm
y'all was
They be
doing
doing a
too.
lot of crazy
The
shit.
white boy is family billionaires. He's still popping off, selling drugs, everything. I'm like, all right, I don't know where your fleek off was good. And I don't know where, it's some exaggerated shit on there.
hmm
You know
But
what I'm saying?
a
But it
lot of
was
it is
all entertainment.
also relatable too, though. A lot of it is, a lot of people could resonate with, some with a lot of things that some of the characters had going on, regardless of a lot of the like exaggerated shit like that. But a lot of people was relatable to a lot of the characters,
No,
so I feel like that's why people with it.
that's a fact. And I never liked when they shot Lala. I
Yeah,
never
that was
liked
crazy.
that. That was
That was crazy.
that was nuts. That's like a moment
That,
for me
that was
that
crazy.
that I was just like, whoa. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like
they violent.
they body
Yeah,
la la on the
yeah.
joint. But it's also anybody can get it.
Anybody, anybody.
Yeah, we talk about 50 a lot, but what about Courtney?
Courtney.
I don't really know her like that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about Courtney, how she helped you, how she helped your career, how she
Mm-hmm.
helped the whole Power
Man,
universe.
Courtney is the power universe. You know what I'm saying? Like she's the creator as well. She brought it to life. The same way as everyone else did. Brought it. Same way as everyone else brought it to life. She's really, she's the mind of everything. You know what I'm saying? She's the writer, and she brought everyone together to create a crazy story. in what 10 seasons, and she's really the one that really believed in me as well. Like 50 believed in me for sure, and Courtney definitely believed in me as well. So I will always appreciate it because they rolled the dice on me. I was young at the time. They didn't really know how I would have carried out the character. So
Oh no,
Courtney's really the shit.
you aced that shit, bro. You bodied
Oh
that. I see you at the Knicks games. Are you a real Knicks fan?
yeah, for sure, for sure. I love the Knicks. I love the
Do you
Knicks.
like the move with Randall and Carl Anthony Town?
It's tough. Like, we gonna miss Randall, we gonna miss Dante, but it's like, the game is, they gotta be, strategic. They gotta be, they gotta be about their business. But I don't know. I feel like it might work out, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Carl Anthony Towns gonna have to get a little more tough to be, to be running with the New York boys, you know what I'm saying? You can't be on that big man, but you soft type. So he gotta, what I'm saying? He gotta get rugged to be with the
Do he really got a bad rap like that? Because whenever you got a big man who pause, don't want to bump
Mhm,
bodies, it's like, and they're finesse,
mhm.
like an Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying? It feels like, we need you to be tough. We need you to
Yeah.
be
That's
all
that way you
around
can
tough.
rely on them a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? You can rely on them a little bit more because they gotta have that dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you a big man, you gotta set that tone. You gotta come with the intensity. Like as a big man, I feel like you gotta be intense. You down there in the pain, you bumping body, you gotta be intense. Like you can't be shying away from contact, none of that shit.
So
But
you think if he plays aggressive and scrappy, it's a good trade.
yeah, I think he could adjust. I think he could adjust, and then he gonna open up the floor too because he could shoot the rock too. So that's gonna be good to see him and Jalen do whatever they do, like pick and
Yeah,
pop
I
or pick
think we
and
needed
roll.
size. I think we needed the consistent shot. I
Mhm.
love Randall. I love Dante.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna
But
miss them. I ain't gonna lie.
I guess the Knicks said, yeah, I love Dante too. And I love Randall's whole family. But I just think the Knicks said there's gonna be the Brunson show,
Hmm.
and we gonna play how Brunson could best
Hmm.
play.
Right.
And so they brought in Carl Anthony Towns, Dominicano. I expect about 1,000 Dominicans playing the drums in the
That's the
stadium. Them,
outside going
oh no, them
crazy.
boys go crazy. Like, let a Dominican shine in New York.
Oh, it's
You
gonna go
gonna see
crazy.
some things in that garden.
It's
They
gonna
gonna
go
come up in
crazy.
there playing the congos. They gonna be wilding out.
That's what we
And you
need
know
to
what's
see, though.
crazy is I'm reading all the comments, and all I see is rest in peace, Ghost.
Yeah, man.
Rest in peace, Power. Right,
It's
yo, a lot of them died on Power,
yo.
huh?
It's a lot.
Rest
It's a
in
lot.
peace, D Wiz. Yo, all I see on here is rest in peace.
That's how you know
Like,
anybody could get it in that universe. Like it's wicked.
yo, anybody could get it on there.
But yo, I didn't know how much time you had, but I wanted to ask you some questions too. I wanted to
Me?
answer some questions. But yeah, I want to ask you.
Mhm.
'Cause I be answering questions all the time. But I be wanting
All
to ask
right.
some questions sometimes. So I took note of some questions I wanted to ask you. So the talk show, like what inspired you? What I'm saying, to start the talk show. Obviously, you gotta brainstorm and do different things. But what about the talk show was like? Okay, this gonna be dope.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what. It started right here on IG, the Fat Joe, the big show, and COVID. We were scared to leave the crib, so we started
Hmm.
interviewing everybody from Dr. Fauci to Mike Tyson
That's
to
fun.
Lala to this. Everybody was on there, right?
Hmm.
And then Stars contacted me and said, you know what, this could be a real TV show.
Hmm.
And I was like, bet, I'm down. And my whole life, see, you gotta understand that. Let me give you the scenario, right? My whole life, it's like if I'm a rapper and I walk in anywhere hood, they're gonna know that's Fat Joe.
Right.
But I could walk in a country restaurant and they won't know who Fat Joe is because they listen to country. Just like we wouldn't know who the country singer is, even though he's big. So
Right.
my thing about TV is that it allows you and gives you more opportunity. For people know you in North Dakota, they know you in Nebraska,
Hmm.
they know you in places where it ain't just hood. Just because the show's
Hmm.
hood, don't mean all the fans is hood.
Right.
And so I just wanted to broaden my audience. Also, I wanted the people to be a fly in the wall and hear stories. It's really just a conversation
Hmm.
between me and friends of mine, icons for years. I did Mary J, I did LL, I did T.I. and Lotto, we did Offset, we did Khaled, we did
Y'all going crazy.
Method Man, we did We did so many. I can't mention all of them. Hakeem Jeffries, the leader of the Democratic Party. I went to Washington, kicked it with him. So my shit is all icons.
Mm-hmm.
So every week when you look, it's going to be a big icon. It's going to be somebody else who you're really going to learn something about them. That you think you know everything, but you don't know everything.
Right.
And so, that's pretty much why. You know what I'm saying? That's my why. And, of course, I want to advance the legacy. I want to take it as farther as I could take it. That's what life's about for me.
That's fire. That's fire. That's fire. I like the podcast. I like the talk shows because it always gets like you always get like a different type of insight when on people's minds and their background, where they came from, and
You
their
know,
stories. That's
you
tough.
know, I got an album coming out next month. It's called The World Changed on Me.
Mm.
Right? But I really thought I retired for 3 years. Right? Shout out to
Got
Cool
it.
and Drake, get me back in there. But I got back up in there. The album's crazy, right? But whenever I make an album, I always put up a poster of Nas, a poster of Jay-Z, and one of Eminem.
Mhm.
And I be like, yo, I gotta be as good as them or even better. In my own mind, I could be delusional, but I
Mhm.
do that. And I shoot for the stars. Now that I'm doing a talk show, I put up a poster of Oprah Winfrey.
Mhm. Mhm.
That she's the one,
That's it.
right?
That's it. That's it.
So
Only
yeah,
Oprah.
so I want y'all to know I am not a rapper. Like, I'm going for the best talk show ever
Mhm.
lived. You know what I'm saying? That's my shit. Uh, that's my shit. That's what I'm going for. I always go to hit a grand slam. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be
And
fire.
it's gonna be
That's gonna
fire.
be fire.
It's,
You got all type of people in there. I was gonna ask like what like are you only focusing on like artists and like music and film, but you already said you got all type of people from Democratic Party, leaders of Democratic parties, all
yeah.
type of shit. So you going all over the place. You
Now we
going
going
national.
crazy because I gotta show them. You know what I'm saying? Because they think when you say hip hop journalists, they think it's the same old, same old.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I sat down with the Democratic leader, Hakeem Jeffries, and kicked it with him all about politics and real
Hmm.
policy and how does it affect the hood and just crazy. You know what I'm saying? But everybody I do put on my show will be iconic. This isn't the show that you look at and they bring the talking dog or they
And then you
cook
wondering
them.
like, yo, who this? Like, who
They
he
they
talking to today?
they show you a meal, they put it in the oven, and 1 second later it comes out
Nah,
brand new. Nah, we ain't doing
icons
that
only.
shit.
Icons only.
Icons only, bro. Yo, legendary icons.
Fire.
Icons only. That's all we got.
That's
You know what
fire.
I'm saying? And yo, thanks for coming on, man. I know everybody
Cool.
want to see the debate.
Mhm.
Power. It's the grand finale. It's crazy. And then right after we got Fat Joe
Oh
Talks.
yeah, I'm
I got your
gonna be
man.
tuned in.
Yo,
I'm
I
gonna be
got
tuned
Method
in.
Man and Butcher Bonta. I'm telling you,
Oh, you
I
got two
did it
on
with
one episode, or it's like two episodes.
mostly Method
Like,
Man, and then I got a segment with
oh,
Buju,
that's
cause
fire.
Buju's my brother, and they finally let him back in America. I
Yes,
never
sir.
thought they would ever do it.
Yeah,
So I showed up to his first concert, run the cameras,
mhm.
and got to it with my brother Buju.
That's
So
fire.
yeah, like on the T.I. episode, we go to Trap Museum and we go to LA. It's also a traveling show.
Oh, that's tough.
So I fly to LA, I fly to Atlanta, I fly here to Miami, I fly to everywhere.
Hmm. You're
Everywhere.
not playing no.
I
You
want
get around.
I want to
You're
go
not
to the
playing no.
UK and get it in with Central C
Hmm.
and the top boy guys out there
Hmm.
just everywhere. I just want to go everywhere
You get
to the
around.
people.
You get around.
Nah, I'm not get around. That's on Stars. Go download the app.
Yes, sir.
I'm sure everybody out here already got the app.
Yes, sir.
Go get the fucking app and power the grand finale. I can't wait till this comes on. And I don't try to cheat. I know East Rivera, but I don't try to tell him, yo, slip me the episode or something like that.
Now you be wanting to know. You won't be know when everybody else know.
I want to know when everybody know because otherwise it's whack.
Then because you gonna hear everybody talk about this shit. It's like you already know. You can't even be part of the conversations and shit. It's over.
I see you at a Nick game, my brother. God bless you.
Yes, sir, brother.